the Inside Boxing's Throwdown. On this show, you can we talk what we want to talk, and we talk the truth. I'm Aurelio Martinez, Steven Johnson. I try to throw a little curve in there, man. I try to throw a little
talk
curve.
like we want to talk and talk like you want to hear us and listen to what you want to talk. I like that. That's a good move.
Well, my man Steven Johnson here, well, because it's appropriate because this is the third segment.
Yep.
And we got open topic. We're going to talk about what's going on, some of the controversial things, some of the things that are good, some things that we feel are bad. But before we get into that, tell us a little bit about what we got to look forward to for next week.
Next week, once again, we're back at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And we got Danny Jacobs from Brooklyn. He's taking on, what's that dude's name? Maciej Solecki, who's from Warsaw, Poland.
Okay.
Solecki is 26-0 with 10 KOs.
Yeah, he's.
But the only name on his record is that he actually stopped Hugo Centeno Jr., who was on the fight last night. Yeah. He stopped him in the 10th round of their 10th round fight. But other than that, this guy's from Brazil and from everywhere across the pond that are of no significance.
So is this his first fight
in the United States?
In the United States,
yeah.
Okay.
And Daniel Jacobs, his story is well known. He's a cancer survivor, and it's really a good story. And Daniel Jacobs is a good guy. There's really nothing bad you can say about him, man. He's a talented fighter, and he's a really good guy. I expect him to handle a Solecki. That's just to let you know what's going on next week. What we wanted to talk about, since this is open topic, one of the things that I saw is, like all of you saw last night, is Gary Russell Jr., he's running his mouth. But anyway, first of all, he's going to fight on May the 19th. Yeah. He's going to fight Jojo Diaz.
Yep.
And I think that's going to be a good fight. I mean, I'm.
So do I.
I just think, there was a time. Let's go back when Gary Russell Jr. fought Vasyl Lomachenko. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was a good fight. I thought that Gary Russell held, but since then he really is of the belief that he only has to fight once a year. That he's the big draw.
Yeah, they talked on the interview. They interviewed him and talked a little bit.
Yeah, that he doesn't fight enough, and his response was, "I'm the king of the hill. Anybody wants me, they go get me." Well, I think Jojo Diaz is the guy to do that.
Well, he said it's a business, and that's there again. They get up to that level and they talk about the money makes the fight happen.
Exactly, Aurelio. And that's the problem. On the way up, he was one of the ones saying, nobody wants to fight me, nobody wants to fight me. He gets to the top there, now he don't want to fight anybody.
Well, that's the thing. You have to stay active to keep your skills fresh, okay? Because they will get rusty. And fighting once a year, you have to fight them big fights just to make the money, because if you stay rusty, you get some little hungry fighter coming up, and he's gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So but you're right. They did that interview, and I saw when they talked to him, and I just thought I don't know. There's plenty of people he can get there and fight. He can fight. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was the other topic that you want to hit on? I
want to talk a little bit about the Clan.
Who?
Clan
who?
Buterol, man.
Oh,
yeah. I'm talking about Clan, man.
Clan and Can.
Clan
and Can.
I'm gonna tell you what. That's a good one. Clan and Can. But let me. It's disgusting what the Nevada Athletic Commission does, because they have no set guidelines. They don't follow their past. They don't do any of that stuff. I mean, Eric Morales is probably one of the hottest people in the thing, because he got caught with the same thing. He came up dirty with clenbuterol, same illegal substance, and he got 2 years suspension from the commission. So now they come in here and they give Canelo 6 months. Okay. Now think about this. They gave him 6 months. Canelo's just coming off of some knee surgery. Okay, so he's not going to be able to train or do anything for 3 months anyway until he heals. So people, if you just read between the lines, and if this isn't favoritism, I don't know what is favoritism. I mean, you're going to give one boxer and the big name, Eric Morales, you're going to give him 2 years, okay, and then you're going to take Canelo Alvarez and give him 6 months, knowing that he's going to be out 6 months anyway. I mean, it's just not right. It's just not right, and that's the reason, Steve. We have to make a whole segment here on the state of boxing in the United States of America, because I honestly think we need to push for one commission, whether it's a federal commission or whether it's one organization that's the chief of all boxing in the United States. It has to be that way. I mean, it has to be that way. You can't have these little separate commissions all across the country, which everyone has. Every state commission can do basically what they want. Now, they do honor each other, but bottom line and the truth of the matter is, if you're suspended in Colorado, no other state has to honor that suspension if they don't have to.
Yeah.
They can do what they want within their own jurisdiction, okay? So you have to kind of unify, and that's why Nevada, well, they say, okay, well, let's just suspend this guy, you know, he can make a lot of money in the game and blah 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 for everyone involved. Let's give him 6 months, you know. So it's wrong, and it's got to be fixed.
I agree with you. I'm not even going to dispute that at all with you. I do want to mention one thing, and we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
We can talk about this too. You know, on the announcement is made that on June the 30th at the SSE Arena in Belfast, Michael Conlan, Olympian, the two-time Irish Olympian, they don't have an opponent for him yet, but he's going to fight on ESPN Plus, that new stream that ESPN has, where they actually launched that with Amir Khan's fight.
Yep.
I don't know about you people.
What is that? ESPN?
ESPN Plus.
Plus.
We're boxing fans, okay? But I remember when it was just 2 years ago where ESPN made this big to-do about how they were going to have all these fights. They're still calling it free TV, even though we pay for it with our subscription. But they were saying they weren't going to do anything else. Now, this thing for ESPN Plus is $4.95 a month. Okay, I was going to do it yesterday, take advantage of the 7-day free trial, but like with everything else, you have to give your credit card, and if you don't call them back within the 7-day period, they bang you for
they
that
slam it real
month,
quick,
okay?
and they know most people are not.
Most people forget about it.
You know when you remember? When you get your bank statement. When you get your bank statement.
That's right. As far as I'm concerned, ESPN has got sucked into this the dirty side of the business, because that's it's uncalled for. You know
what I think they're doing? They're making their way into the streaming service, because I'm gonna tell you what, that is the future. Network TV is, and I'm telling you this right now, they're on their way out.
Yeah.
Network TV, you got advantages to streaming TV now, because before you had to see it on your phone or you had to watch it on your desktop.
Right.
Okay, and before, when they started, it was choppy, it was uncomfortable. You can't have 4 or 5 guys watching it on your phone, or each of them have their phone, or it's just not the same atmosphere. Okay,
Right.
than sitting in your living room or somewhere where y'all getting together and watching a fight, a bar, a club, or whatever it is, and kind of enjoying it. That's changed now. With the new TVs, the smart TVs and all that, it's there. So now you can see it on your TV, a big screen, whatever you want, and the streaming is beautiful, and they even have it in 4K now. So basically, that's the future. Okay, ESPN is jumping on that. I think they're jumping a little too soon by charging people for it. I mean, they should actually get their stuff out there. I'm going to toot my own horn. I got IBTV, which is ViewVision. I call it ViewVision, and that's what we're heading to. We're starting to.
How much is that per month?
It's free.
Thank you. That's
It's
all
free.
I'm saying.
It's free. You can see it.
That's all
You
I'm
can
saying.
see it on your TV. You can see it in 4K. You can see it on Roku. I mean, but that's the purpose. You're going to see this coming. So you're going to see network. You're going to stop the stronghold that these big
Showtime and HBO.
HBO, Showtime, Top Rank, Golden Boy, all these guys that got these networks locked in and blocking the little guy out.
But do you think
That's
that's
history.
is that going to take away pay-per-view, or will we still have pay-per-view?
You'll still have pay-per-view, when the fight demands it.
Okay.
When you have, because we have the ability to do pay-per-view, but obviously we don't do pay-per-view because we're not going to have the marquee fight.
Yeah.
You got to have the marquee. You got to have the product
Right.
to sell if you expect someone to pay.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. I think
You're saying they jumped the gun. That's all you're saying?
on the price.
On the price.
Okay. They should get their self into streaming and make their self, because even right now today you talk about ESPN, HBO, Showtime, and all that. They have their streaming channels. Okay, but it's
free.
not free. They say it's free, but it's not free.
You're still a subscriber.
Because it has to come with your subscription to
yes.
your cable network or your cable company. Then you get it free.
Right.
So you're still paying for it. Unlike ArtStation, IBTV, it's free, period. Okay, if you got a Roku system, you can get it. If you got a computer with a good internet connection, you can get it. The better your internet connection, the better your quality of your thing, and you can see it on your TV. So
that's all that matters. Like I said,
the future is coming, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy because it's going to open up the sport to where people are going to be able to see the fighters they want to see, and not the selected fighters that Top Rank, Golden Boy, Al Heyman, and HBO and Showtime want you to see.
Hey, you heard it from the man himself. All right, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week and recap that Selecki and Daniel Jacobs fight, and then we'll talk about the Cinco de Mayo weekend. I know you have something going on, and also we'll have some good fights on the Cinco de Mayo weekend, so we'll talk about that. In the meantime, hey,